Tonight on Denver 7 News at 10, brace yourselves for bitter cold. How soon sub-zero temperatures will start showing up and how long the cold snap will last.
Plus, getting vaccinated at your local grocery store.
Walmart and Kroger can order directly from the federal government at 16,000 doses a week.
New COVID shot options start rolling out in Colorado. How you can book a spot.
And a dangerous opioid making its way into street drugs across the Front Range.
You just stop breathing and it's just over. So you don't have a second chance when you try this stuff.
A mother overwhelmed with grief after a fentanyl overdose took her daughter's life.
All right, listen up. If you're planning to set foot outdoors in the next few days, get ready to bundle up. Temperatures are plummeting. Good evening. Welcome to Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Ann Trujillo. We thank you for joining us tonight. Denver's looking pretty calm from our mile-high camera tonight. But do not be fooled. We have below freezing temperatures already. And get ready for single digits and, yes, even temps below zero.
Chief Meteorologist Mike Nelson joins us now. We haven't seen cold like this in a few years, I think, Mike.
About 3 or 4 since it's been as cold as it will be by Sunday morning. But it is February, and certainly it's the time to freeze, and we're seeing it here with single-digit temperatures out around DIA and Fort Lupton and Keensburg. A lot milder up in the foothills, 34 still at Georgetown. Across the state, it is already 4 below zero in Sterling, but still 40 degrees at Montrose. So you might imagine there's a front in there someplace. There it is, cold front that's going to slowly inch its way back toward the west over the next couple of days, bringing Arctic air into all of Colorado. Along with it, some snow, winter weather advisories, northern mountains through 5 a.m. on Saturday. Wind chill advisories on the plains. We're getting a few flurries out there right now, and there'll also be some areas of fog tonight that'll be freezing fog on the plains. Over the weekend, heavier snow in the mountains, but a few inches of snow in the metro, and that cold air gets bolder, dropping down below zero over the course of the weekend.
Can't wait. So with those sub-zero temperatures in the forecast, shelters around the metro area are getting ready to help our homeless neighbors. Denver says it's opening up extra space at the Alati shelter near the jail and running a bus service from the Lawrence Street Community Center, taking people to shelters. It runs Friday evening through Tuesday morning. In Aurora, Mile High Behavioral Health will open its doors to about 120 people. City workers are also visiting encampments, asking people if they want shelter and offering survival kits to those who don't. The cold is even affecting COVID testing sites this weekend. Denver says it will close all city-run testing sites Friday through Monday. Arapahoe County will close its testing locations tomorrow through Sunday.
Well, the vast majority of emails from you these days are questions about the vaccine. Are you eligible? How do you sign up? Why haven't you heard back yet?
We know there's a lot to keep up with, and you don't often know where to get answers. So let's take a step back and look at some of your options.
Denver 7 Sloan Dickey reports tonight that tomorrow we'll start to see COVID shots rolling out at some pharmacies in Colorado.
As dozens of new COVID vaccination sites come online statewide, Coloradans have new opportunities to receive their first shots. On top of mass vaccination sites this weekend run by Denver Health, National Jewish Hospital, and the University of Denver, Walmart and King Soopers will start offering the vaccine.
What's really good about these big chains is they have their own logistics chain, and they're very accustomed to handling any kind of medicine.
Every week, the two retailers will receive 16,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine. More than 24 Walmart and Sam's Club locations across the state are included. They start giving out the shot on Friday.
It's through federal programs, so they're working directly with CDC.
For now, King Soopers and City Market stores are offering appointments. It's not clear how many stores or which ones will get the vaccine.
We were really focused on making sure equity, so the less served population or the underserved population.
The locations are specifically selected to target communities where access to state healthcare facilities is out of reach.
It's certainly our goal to be fair and equitable through the state. We want every Colorado citizen or every person in Colorado to get a shot.
With the vaccine still in short supply, the select stores will only administer the vaccine to those who are eligible. Healthcare workers, Coloradans over 65, K through 12 educators, and certain government officials who sign up online. But the plan represents a new milestone in battling the pandemic.
It's certainly our goal by March to end of March or middle to end of March to get to 250,000 doses a week.
The goal to vaccinate everyone come the fall.
It's certainly our goal to completely vaccinate 4.7 million people. You know, that's our goal. And it's certainly our goal to get that done by midsummer. That's where we would like to be.
With 250,000 people immunized in the state of Colorado, there's still a long way to go.
I think we'll get there as long as they can ramp up production and get it to our state. I think we can get there.
But through major efforts in public and private, Colorado is making progress.
Now you can sign up for those vaccines on the Walmart or King Soopers website, but just a reminder, it is very cold out here, so don't just show up to one of these stores early or wait outside for the vaccine. You will definitely freeze and you definitely will not get the vaccine. So just a reminder, if you are in that group of people eligible for the vaccine, go online and sign up so you can get your vaccine and stay inside and stay warm this weekend. Reporting in South Denver, Sloan Dickey, Denver7.
All right, Sloan, thank you. And thanks to the vaccine rollout, about 1 in 10 Coloradans already received at least one dose of the vaccine. And overall, our coronavirus case numbers are heading in the right direction. Today, a little over 500 people are in the hospital due to the virus. And the number hasn't been that low since mid-October. Of course, we still need to be cautious. Outbreaks are still happening. The state health department says there is an outbreak affecting more than 100 people at Winter Park Resort. Grant County officials say it's affecting staff, not visitors. The outbreak was traced back to social gatherings among workers and those in shared housing. So Winter Park is now working with state health staff on a plan to cut down spread among employees. And right now, there are no changes for visitors.
Well, tonight, dozens of inmates are suing the sheriff's department in Denver, claiming they were exposed to coronavirus while behind bars. Our partners at the Denver Post got their hands on the lawsuit, whose allegations include inmates unable to socially distance, deputies not wearing masks, and failing to test new inmates for the virus before housing them with others. The state health department reported more than 1,200 cases among inmates at 2 Denver facilities since the beginning of the pandemic. The sheriff's department says it is taking precautions now, including testing everyone who comes into the jail and giving every inmate a mask.
After 2 days of arguments, House impeachment managers wrapped up their case against the former president as they try to convince senators he's guilty of incitement of an insurrection.
We are continuing our 360 coverage tonight. We're going to start with perspective from the impeachment managers. Today, they worked to knock down the idea that Donald Trump's words could be protected by the First Amendment. Colorado Congresswoman Diana DeGette said it's clear members of the mob took the president's words to heart on the day of the riot.
Their own statements before, during, and after the attack make clear the attack was done for Donald Trump, at his instructions, and to fulfill his wishes.
Now, the former president's defense team says the impeachment managers made an emotional case, but were short on proof that the president's words are to blame for the riot.
It should be as short as possible, given the complete lack of evidence and the harm that this is causing to the American people.
Trump's lawyers will take the floor next. They've already indicated it will be short, saying they could wrap up as early as tomorrow because they say they believe, quote, this trial never should have happened. Our live coverage continues right here on Denver7 starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. One pill that can cost you your life. Tonight, law enforcement agencies across the metro have a warning for you. Street drugs are being laced with fentanyl, and it's becoming more common and causing a deadly problem.
And one Colorado mom will never get to see her daughter again because of an overdose that's turned her world upside down. As Denver7's Addie Guajardo reports, she's hoping her story can save a life.
Some days it can feel gray and cold, not only outside, but inside the soul.
Beautiful girl, beautiful face.
Memories of her only daughter, 36-year-old Sarah Nixon.
She's very present. Always.
Like her mother, she was creative.
Those faces up there on the wall are ones that she painted.
Rose admits Sarah was troubled growing up, and when she turned 21, she got in a car accident and was prescribed Oxycontin. It marked the beginning of her downfall. Over the years, she was in and out of rehab.
She was a real heroin addict at that time.
Sarah was living in Pennsylvania when her mom got the call.
You need to call the hospital because, Sarah's there.
The medical examiner found fentanyl in her system.
I know it was 6 times a fatal dose of fentanyl.
Sarah was aware of the dangerous drug.
She was afraid of fentanyl.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid that's similar to morphine, but more potent.
Fentanyl is 50 to 100 times stronger than an opioid.
Trina Fotz with the Boulder County Substance Use Advisory Group believes the pandemic has fueled overdoses.
2020 had a huge increase.
According to reporting from the Colorado Sun, overdose deaths involving fentanyl more than doubled in 2020. 452 deaths were reported, compared to 214 in 2019. In Boulder County, multiple law enforcement agencies are warning people that street drugs like Xanax may be laced with fentanyl.
I miss her. I talk to her. I share things with her that's going on.
Sarah died in 2017, the day she was set to interview for cosmetology school.
She says at 36, going back to school seems a little scary.
A new life that never saw the light.
It says always loved, never forgotten.
Her pain is a testament and a warning.
If you get this by accident, you don't get a second chance.
Addie Guajardo, Denver7.
Coming up, losing trust in the system. The state agency now accused of secretly working with ICE to detain Coloradans, and state lawmakers are demanding change.
Plus, your generosity making spirits soar.
Huge for both of us, I think. Just that sense of freedom you get is unbeatable.
After thieves took their specialized skis, a Granby couple is back on the slopes. It's all thanks to an outpouring of support from you, our Denver7 Gives viewers.
I'd like to say the 40s and 50s are coming our way, but it's the Arctic air that's about to take over Colorado.